Tonight on the Super Bowl Zone, he frustrates, intimidates, but can he detonate the Legion of Boom? Gronk, New England's wrecking ball pass catcher, shares why he finally has a healthy perspective on the Super Bowl.
It's an unreal feeling. Just got to live it up and enjoy the moment.
Plus, after the Rockets' red glare, the F-16s take to the air. Climb into the co-pilot seat for the supersonic thrill ride that's been electrifying Super Bowl crowds for 4 decades. And the good, the bad, and the fabulous. Tara and Johnny's wild ride to Arizona.
On to the Super Bowl. Hi-ho! Yeah.
Touchdown, Patriots! Marshawn Lynch. Brady fires it over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Rob Gronkowski.
What a job by the quarterback, Russell Wilson.
We have seen magic tonight.
Here's your exclamation point.
Wow. Welcome to the Super Bowl Zone. I'm Mike Levin. He's Spencer Davidson, and we're counting down to the big game, which you can see right here on News Channel 2 tomorrow.
We'll be taking an in-depth look not only at the matchup between New England and Seattle, but we'll also go behind the scenes of the big game.
3 years ago, when the Patriots last made the Super Bowl, their most dangerous weapon, All-Pro tight end Rob Gronkowski, was limited by an ankle injury.
Yeah, that's right. But this time around, though, he's healthy, motivated, and some say unstoppable. Football Night in America's Rodney Harrison caught up with a man known as Gronk.
Look at that. Here's your exclamation point.
Wow.
Is there any linebacker, safety, cornerback that can really, truly guard you one-on-one?
If I'm not doing stuff right, then yes, I can get covered anytime. But at the same time, if I'm going out there, I'm mentally ready. I've been doing everything right all week to get my body physically ready. I can go out there and I feel like I can compete versus anyone.
Can't stop him. Cannot stop him. This is your modern-day freak.
It's going to be definitely a great matchup versus the Seattle Seahawks defense. They're unreal.
The matchup everyone's talking about, you versus Cam Chancellor. He's the biggest, most physical safety in the league. Are you embracing that challenge?
No doubt about that. I've actually been watching him play for quite a while now, a few years. Whenever I'm watching Seattle Seahawks play, I always see him. He sticks out like no other. Cam, he's big, he's fast, so it's definitely a challenge to embrace, and I just can't sit back, relax, and think it's going to be like any other challenge.
Last Super Bowl, you were not 100%. You were limping around. It was noticeable. You had 2 catches. You told me you feel great right now. How good is it to be able to play in the Super Bowl and feel healthy?
He has a touchdown for the Patriots.
Who's back? Big boy.
It's an unreal feeling. It's kind of undescribable. Just throughout what I've been through the last few years, even playing in that last Super Bowl with a messed up ankle.
Tipped and batted. Gronkowski can't get it. Incomplete.
It's just a blessing to be part of this team. How many games we won as a team this year, and just won the AFC Championship, and what a team win that was. And now to be going to the Super Bowl with the team this year, it just feels so good and just something I can't take for granted. I've already had it taken away from me, and just got to live it up and enjoy the moment.
For Gronkowski to celebrate on Sunday night in Arizona, he and his teammates must overcome the most feared defense in the NFL, Seattle's Legion of Boom.
Yeah, well, that unit has more famous names than his. Linebacker Malcolm Smith can boast a credential none of his teammates can, Mike. Super Bowl MVP. Last year's winner sat down with Football Night in America's Tony Dungy.
Snap, drops back. He's going to throw down the middle. He's got a man. Come on, caught.
Game over, baby.
Touchdown. The game is over. The Seahawks are going back to the Super Bowl.
Well, first of all, Malcolm, I got to ask you, have you ever been in a game like that NFC Championship game?
I've never been in a game like that.
The Seahawks got it. The Seahawks have it in midfield.
That was so many ups and downs. I mean, to finish the way we did is unbelievable. I was still kind of in shock at the end of the game, just enjoying the moment. It was a little bit better than last year.
Better than last?
Better than last year.
They are going nuts at Century League.
Do you know who the last team in the NFL was to repeat?
Yeah, the Patriots, right? Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Did that make it even more special playing them?
Yeah, I mean, they obviously have a great winning tradition there. Coach Belichick does a great job of just building great teams year in and year out, no matter what the circumstance is. So we're trying to get on their level.
beating Peyton Manning last year in the Super Bowl, if you beat Tom Brady this year, that would put you in a level that people would talk about you as the best defense of all time. Have you guys talked about that? Does that mean something to you?
We most definitely talk about being the best defense of all time. You know, you play against some great players, some guys that are potential Hall of Famers, and you want to prove yourself. You want to prove yourself as a group, and in the history books, you want to be special.
Last year's Super Bowl, you ended up being the MVP. Did you see that coming during the week of practice leading up to it?
I didn't even know how many plays I was going to play in the Super Bowl.
As it comes out and it's picked off, Malcolm Smith, holy catfish, touchdown, Seahawks!
When things kind of switch over for you and you're just there and you're not really thinking about things, they're just happening, you react, and you're not wasting any movement, it just worked out really well.
Favorite memory of Super Bowl growing up?
As a kid, I saw my brother play in the Super Bowl against the Patriots as a rookie. He made a catch on third down to kind of get them in the position to score, and then see even David Tyree make that incredible catch. As a Giant fan, I was in the stadium in Phoenix, so to see things kind of come full circle, you know, my brother playing in the Super Bowl, me being in the stands watching in Phoenix and coming back, and we get a chance to do it, and he'll be there watching. That's pretty special.
Special indeed. Smith wasn't even in Seattle's Super Bowl starting lineup last year, Mike, yet he still came off the bench to become just the 9th defensive player to win the game's MVP award.
Proving that when it comes to the Super Bowl, you can expect the unexpected.
That's right.
Still ahead, the Super Bowl is filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, and that's before kickoff.
Plus, a pair of Olympians still panning for gold at the Super Bowl will check in with the always entertaining Tara Lipinski and Johnny Ware.
So what has the preparation then for Sunday's performance been?
We've been dreaming up the Super Bowl performance for many a month. My actual performance will be like the 49th time I've done this show. So it's in my memory, it's in my muscle memory, and you know, I'm very prepared. As a little kid, when I first started singing at 9 years old, I didn't exactly have Destination Super Bowl in mind. Hopefully I can bring some incredible joy.
Will there be nerves?
Of course, I'm human. I think if you don't have nerves and you're playing the Super Bowl, then you should be tested for a robot or an alien.
Is there a hint along the way to reveal?
Let's just say early 2000s.
There you go. Early 2000s. There you go.
Early 2000s. I believe that this opportunity is somewhat of the universe asking of me to rise to the occasion. And I am doing all the necessary steps to show that I am. I feel like I've outdreamt my dreams with this one.
You can see more of Josh Elliott's interview with Katy Perry tomorrow on the Super Bowl pregame show, which starts at noon Eastern here on News Channel 2.
While Katy Perry's performance at the Pepsi halftime show is one of the most anticipated moments of Sunday, there have been plenty of fan-friendly events happening all week long in Arizona. Super Bowl Zone's Catherine Tappan found a unique offering right in downtown Phoenix, where she literally got in on the action.
It's a staple of any old-school gamer's collection, the foosball table, a 90-year-old classic that's ready for a new spin. A Phoenix media and design company has supersized foosball for the Super Bowl, allowing the plastic players to come to life.
How did this idea come about? Tell me about it.
Yeah, so we were kicking around what to do for a Super Bowl weekend, and we saw a little bit of this human-scale foosball on social media. And we told the crew, and within about 4 days, this is what you see.
Are the rules the same in there on the foosball as they are out here on the human court?
Pretty much the same. You got to slide back and forth, no spinning, obviously.
I noticed there are orange bars and there's black bars. What is the difference between them?
So each represents a team. You can see Doug here. He would put his hands right on these black bars and move side by side. Other than that, it's a lot of honor code and have fun.
Can I play?
Yes, absolutely, but you got to gear up.
Oh, yeah, all right. I got a foosball t-shirt. I'm ready to go. Oh, man. All good. I just score on myself. That was not not the way that was supposed to go. Quite a workout. I know you guys were playing all last weekend. Everyone's complaining about burned legs.
Yeah, I guess.
A good New Year's resolution, I think.
It was funny. I thought it might have been a novelty, but I could pretty much play this all day long.
People at Kitchen Sink Studios hosted 2 human foosball tournaments this week that were open to the public, with the proceeds going to a local Phoenix charity. Still ahead on the Super Bowl Zone, we'll run down the Super Bowl programming you can see here tomorrow on News Channel 2.
And imagine this acceleration, Mike, from 0 to 600 in seconds. Carolyn Mano suits up, straps in, and holds on for a supersonic Super Bowl tradition.
You're invited to an all-day Super Bowl party on NBC. Starting with the Today Show. The countdown begins at noon as Dan and the team break down the big game. Party with Josh Elliott, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, and other celebs. Katy Perry prepares for the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show. And the best team brings you the biggest event of the year, Super Bowl 49, as the Patriots take on the Seahawks. Then don't miss the special blacklist after the game, followed by the Tonight Show live from Arizona, only on NBC.
We're really happy to have everyone here at the Arizona Indian Festival this year. The festival really represents a marketing piece for all of us to kind of share our culture with all the visitors within the state and then on the outside of the state as well. It does give us a big opportunity to educate people. The traditional dances and the songs, the food, the artwork, you really get into the point where we can share what Southwest Native Americans are about, what Arizona American Indians are about.
One of the most anticipated moments of Super Sunday is the F-16 flyover right before the kickoff, a tradition that dates back to Super Bowl II in 1968.
The Super Bowl Zone's Carolyn Mano went to Glendale, Arizona's Luke Air Force Base to find out what it's like to climb inside an F-16 and go from 0 to 600.
In the shadow of the Super Bowl stands Luke Air Force Base, home of the 56th Fighter Wing, the largest fighter wing in the world. When the Air Force needs fighter pilots, they come here.
Scooter, what is it specifically that makes an F-16 so well suited to do a flyover?
I personally think, and I'm a little bit biased, but I think the F-16 is the sexiest airplane that we have in the Air Force.
A 5-hour pre-flight orientation was needed before I could satisfy my need for speed.
Those are cute.
Very fashionable.
Yeah, I like that.
Over a dozen men and women from the 56th helped me prepare mentally.
I do have questions like, why am I doing this? But those are not questions that you can answer.
And physically.
This is what's going to hold you into the harness if you were to eject from the aircraft.
All right, yeah, let's make it tight. How do you think I'm going to do?
I think you're going to do great. You're happy and you're excited. It should be fun.
All right, let's do it. Oh, baby.
This is not training. We are actually doing this.
Don't let him get too crazy.
What's that?
I said, don't let him get too crazy.
We're going to do what we call an unrestricted climb to about 18,000 feet. We're going to go and do a low level down around 500 feet. We can do some loops. We can go upside down. We're going to take the supersonic. We'll go full 9 Gs because the airplane can do it.
So much gratitude. You guys are amazing, and thank you so much for taking me up. That was the best thing I've ever done. How did I do?
You did awesome. So I think we can call you rock star.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm worthy of that?
We're definitely worthy of rock star.
Scooter and Rockstar, signing off.
Still ahead on the Super Bowl Zone, Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir make their mark in Arizona.
Where's the T&J?
Yeah, where's the T&J?
I'll make you one real quick. Hold it up.
Honda is about to do something remarkable. We've made the rear view camera a standard safety feature on every single vehicle in our 2015 lineup. Any car, any trim. Because we can all benefit from a better view of the road.
The Grand Canyon experience is an opportunity for fans to interact with what is one of Arizona's most iconic images, and gives the folks a chance who are visiting to climb 3 stories up above the crowds, look out over Super Bowl Central, and interact with something that's really a great representation of the environment here in Arizona. They actually molded rock from northern Arizona in order to create the surfaces and the textures and color match to make sure that we got that iconic red and orange rock color.
The real Grand Canyon is about 200 miles north of where tomorrow's game will be held, which evokes images of the Old West in Western movies.
Yeah, but meanwhile, back in Phoenix, the Glimmer Twins, NBC's Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski got a chance to give some Old West traditions a whole new look.
This Super Bowl Zone presentation is brought to you locally by Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda now at your Honda dealer.
We've been having so much fun here in Arizona during Super Bowl week, but we knew we couldn't leave without a little taste of the Wild Wild West.
So for that taste, here we are at the Rawhide Western Town.
Let's get dusty.
Yeehaw! Tara. So I feel like we should be walking. No! 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 You scared my lady friend! No!
What are you doing? No, put the give me that. What are you doing? Put her down. Listen, haven't you all ever seen a Wild West stunt show before?
No. We didn't have childhoods.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, welcome. That's what this is. You're fine. Get up, boys. You look terrified.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I feel like she'd be better about it if we learned how to do it.
That's a great idea. You want to learn?
Let's do it.
I'll show you. Come on.
Let's duel. Wait, stop. Why are we doing this?
I don't know. I love you.
I love you too. Let's go take a selfie.
Johnny, what do we want to wear?
I don't know. This?
How about you choose for me and I choose for you?
Yeah. Why'd you choose Fridge for me?
Look at this moment. I love it.
Let's go get our picture made.
Johnny.
I have my pickaxe! I have my pickaxe! Gold panning! Gold panning! Gold is Tara's favorite mineral.
Yes, Courtney, show us.
What you want to do is get a little bit of water on it and move it on around.
Where's the gold?
It's in the dirt.
How do I look?
Your skirt is flawless!
Yes!
Johnny, I feel like we're done with the Wild West.
Yeah, on to the Super Bowl. Tally-ho!
You.
Oh. Yeehaw.
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 Johnny and Tara aren't done with their Super Bowl duties just yet. You can catch them tomorrow during the Super Bowl pregame show, which kicks off at noon right here on News Channel 2.
Well, we've got one more break to get to, but don't worry, the Super Bowl Zone will be back in a flash.
Hi, I'm Liam McHugh. Coming up tomorrow on the NBC Super Bowl pregame show, interviews with the 2 starting quarterbacks, Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks and Tom Brady of the New England Patriots. 2-time Super Bowl champion Rodney Harrison's on-field demo with star New England quarterback Darrelle Revis.
You got to stay low and stay balanced.
Plus, Tony Dungy with 2 of Seattle's top defensive players, Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas of the vaunted Legion of Boom.
But if you drag us off the field and beat us, make us limp off, and Tip you my head too. tip my head, tip my head too. And we'll see you again someday. The result will be different.
And more from Katy Perry as she previews her Super Bowl halftime performance. That's all on the Super Bowl 49 pregame show. Coverage begins tomorrow at noon Eastern on NBC.
That's nearly it. First, but first, Spence, time to make some predictions. Don't think it's a mystery who either of us likes in this one.
No, not at all, Mike. That's for sure. I am going with Seattle, and I'm having them at 28-24. I have them repeating, first time repeat since the New England Patriots.
Very nice. Well, I'm, of course, going with the Patriots, despite all the allegations, accusations, and hatred towards Bill Belichick's team. This, I feel, is our last chance in the Tom Brady era to win it all, and I have them getting it done 23-20. Well, thanks for joining us for the Super Bowl Zone. Remember, you can see the big game right here on News Channel 2 tomorrow at 6:30.
For Mike Levin, I'm Spencer Davidson. Thanks for stopping by.
Stay classy.
But